Okay, in this video we're going to talk about simplifying surds by rationalizing the denominator. Okay, what is surds? Surds are basically when a number cannot be further simplified to remove a square root or cube root or so on, then it is a surd. For example, root 2 cannot be simplified further, so it is a surd, while root 4 can be further simplified because root 4 is equal to 2. Therefore, root 4 is not a surd and root 2 is a surd. Now, when we are rationalizing the denominator, we are basically looking at some basic rules first. The first one is we have to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate. Now, this conjugate is basically the conjugate of the denominator. Okay, so let's do one example and then let's discuss about it. Okay, example 1, we have to simplify this and we have to simplify by rationalizing the denominator. Okay, so we have root 3 plus 2, everything divided by root 3 minus 2. Okay, so that means we have to write this again, root 3 plus 2 over root 3 minus 2. Now the rule says we have to multiply this by the conjugate of the denominator. Now when we talk about conjugate, we normally change the sign here, the middle sign. Okay, so we have to multiply both the numerators and the denominators by the conjugate of the denominator. So the conjugate of the denominator will be root 3. Instead of minus, now we'll put plus 2, and then everything divided by root 3 plus 2. Okay, now we're going to multiply this. So we have to expand first, right? So root 3 times root 3 will be basically root 3 squared, and then root 3 times 2 will be plus 2 root 3, and then 2 times root 3 will be plus 2 root of 3, and then plus 2 times 2 is 4. So this is this, and 2 with 2, right? Now we have to expand this as well, but we can see here it is in the form of a plus b and a minus b, right? So here we are going to use the difference of square, two squares rule. When you have something written in the form of a plus b and a minus b, we can also say a squared minus b squared. This is called the difference of two squares, right? Now you can observe here, this is a plus b and a minus b. So we can write this as a squared minus b squared. So our value of a here will be root 3. So a squared minus b squared. Now we can also do this by expanding, but it will be very messy again. So the best way to do this is using the difference of two square rule. Now let's further simplify this. Root 3 squared is basically 3 because the root and the square will cancel. Then we have 2 root 3 plus 2 root 3. Now this is like terms. We have root 3 here, we have root 3 here. So we can say 2 plus 2 is basically 4, and the root 3's we can put it there and then plus 4. Everything is divided by this part. We can simplify, the root and the square will cancel, so we'll have 3 minus 2 squared is 4. Okay, it looks simple now. So these two are like terms, 3 and 4. 3 plus 4 is basically 7 plus 4 root 3, and then everything is divided by 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Therefore we can write this as 7 divided by negative 1 plus 4 root 3 divided by negative 1, and 7 divided by negative 1 is minus 7, and 4 root 3 divided by negative 1 will be minus 4 root 3. So this is our final answer. So we had to simplify this using the rationalizing of denominator method. Okay. Let's do another example. Example number 2. Okay, now we know what to do. So let's start. 3 divided by 1 minus root 3. So write everything again. 3 divided by 1 minus root of 3. So we have to multiply both of these by the conjugate of the denominator. So this will be multiplied by 1 plus root 3, right? Instead of minus we put plus, and this is known as the conjugate. And then this part will be also multiplied by 1 plus root 3. So what we basically doing is we multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator, right? Now from here is very simple. We will carry out the steps. So 3 times 1 is basically 3, and then we have 3 times positive root 3, so it will be plus 3 root of 3. Okay, again the denominator part we have a plus b times a minus b. So this is rule we're going to use it again here. A plus b into a minus b, that is known as difference of two squares. So a squared minus b squared. So this will be 1 square minus root 3 squared. Okay. So let's simplify this. So this will be 3 plus 3 root of 3 over 1 squared is basically 1, and this root is going to cancel with the square. So it will be minus 3. Now we can write this as 3 plus 3 root 3 over negative 2, because 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Okay, so we can leave our answer here, but if you want to simplify more, you can say 3 divided by negative 2 plus 3 root 3 divided by negative 2. Okay, so this will be minus 3 root 2 divided by 2, and this will become minus 3 root 3 over 2. Okay. So anyway, you can write your answer. You can also leave your answer here. This will be still correct. Or if you want, you can leave your answer up till here as well. But this one is a much simplified form. Okay. So it's always good to simplify your answer. Okay. Or you can say from here, you can factor out 3, because 3 is common in both. So 3 into 1 plus root 3 and divided by negative 2. This can also be your answer. Right? So anyway, the main concept here is you have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator, right? So hopefully it helps. Thank you.